started with group 3. Katie, Ahmed, myself, Shay, Julia, and Lydia.
Lydia.
Here's who we're going to invite. Cincinnati Sports, we're going to do the Reds, Bengals, Cyclones. Some of the other professionals we've decided we're going to go with like Dayton Dragons, Orange Freedom. We're going to try to reach out to like UK, Xavier, UC, some of the other ones outside of just this general area. Students, we've selected sports business majors and minors, and then business majors as well. For alumni, we're going to use currently working in sports as well. As far as faculty and staff, we're going to use sports business president, the dean of college of business, high school teachers. We're going to give them each like 4 tickets, and then we're going to shoot for 250 to 300 attendees.
And at least we're gonna like invite that many. Obviously, not all of the people we invite may come.
So how do we invite them? We've decided to use Evite. Seems like it's going to be very easy to use that. Some of the other things we've decided we're going to try to do calls and a lot of face-to-face. I know a lot of 30-year-olds plus, a lot of them like calls face-to-face, so that's what we're going to try to stick with for that piece as well. We're going to use flyers to the students. We're going to try to do like at each end of the building, we're going to try to set up sign-up tables as well. That way, if you do want to get face-to-face instead of doing the online, you can go that route. If you do RSVP, we're going to give you small gifts for attending.
So like for small gift, we're thinking just like NKU, like the rubber bracelets or something like that. Not too pricey, but still it's like something that you get for RSVPing.
And for entertainment, we decided we're going to go with the NKU Jazz Band. Shay on our team, he has some connections there, so that way we can kind of keep it low and kind of give it a good flow. As far as the event social media, we're going to use hashtag Norse Fast Break. We talked about trying to build a Instagram and Facebook, just try to get that, because it's so many people use that nowadays. So I think we maybe missed that piece if we don't have those platforms. And then door prizes, we're going to give away door prizes at specific times. That way it kind of helps keep people there the whole time instead of kind of leaving early. As far as the door prizes, here's some of the things we've decided we're going to give out, or work on getting out. It's going to be the like merchandise, concert tickets. They have concert tickets throughout the year here. Musicals, play tickets. We're going to try to look for game tickets, and then gift cards to the bookstore. And then of course, one of the big things is everybody likes Starbucks. So we're kind of hoping that maybe we can go that route and work out Starbucks for the attendance as well.
So one thing that we really focused on is using like creative ideas for the actual event. So we thought of a few different things that could work. One is to rent like one of the basketball arcade games, and we thought that preferably instead of like just the basketball court is because I feel like more people would be more likely to just like pick up a little basketball from there and like shoot it versus actually going into a basketball court and like using the whole basketball court, especially professionals if they're in like professional dress and stuff. And utilizing that, we thought we could do like a 1-minute shootout where the winner receives maybe extra one-on-one time with one of like the bigger networking professionals, or the smaller, you know, one of their choosing. Another thing we thought of is we took interest in the awards that they gave out previous years. And we thought maybe to do this, each student would get like a passport per se around the rec, and each professional has either like a roll of stickers or something, maybe a stamp or something like that. And when they network with them, when they talk to a student, they would like give them a sticker or stamp or whatever is used. And then the student that collects the most at the end would receive that prize. That way, it's like you actually know that they really did network and they really did talk. Another thing we kind of mentioned is NKU trivia. We could do that throughout the night, especially if we're inviting high school students. That could be a way to get to know like the NKU Rec Center as well as NKU in general. So we really focused our energy on like these creative ideas to add like different aspects to the event. We talked about food. We decided we would not want alcohol just because it's a networking event, it's a professional event, but also if we're inviting especially high school students, but also underage college students as well. A couple of the things that we mentioned is like veggie and fruit trays, which we have the price up there, as well as we saw that Chartwell's offers a ballpark classic, so we thought that could be kind of fun because it's like a sports-oriented food. So that's like soft pretzels, Cracker Jacks, peanuts, things you would find in a ballpark. So those are just like, we could set them up that way, but the food we suggest are on there. So, okay, these are guest celebrities. Dreaming big, ideally. It would be really cool to have like Andy Dalton. We mentioned Billy Hamilton. We did check into that. They're the Reds are in Chicago that day, so that kind of thing. We could reach out and see if like Andy Dalton would come. However, we are aware that might not happen. That's why we focused a lot on the entertainment and the other aspects of the event. But also inviting like NKU basketball team members maybe to be, if any of them were like willing to do like a short little blurb speech, maybe they could do the introduction to the rec center, or other sports members from NKU. The schedule that we kind of came up with is that we want to send the invites 3 to 4 weeks before the event, and then send a reminder email 1.5 to 1 week before the event, really emphasizing on the RSVP and really advertising like if you RSVP, you get this. That way when they check in, like if their name is actually on the list, they would get the little gift. We also thought put flyers up about the 3 to 4 weeks prior to the event, probably more like 3 weeks, because I feel like farther out students are like, I don't even know what I'm doing at that time. Check with the date with like the jazz band as soon as possible so they can get that on their calendar if we went that route. Like he said, we did have a connection with the jazz band, and he said they'd be interested in coming. So we haven't checked the date with them, but they do have an interest. Then the week before, as Todd mentioned, have like tables maybe out here in the busy areas of the business centers, advertising the event. And I think that would be like more noticeable than flyers, especially for students. And then on social media, we want to, at least a month before the event, start utilizing the hashtag and like posting things about it and encouraging other students to utilize the hashtag. And then especially at the event, to also utilize that hashtag, just to kind of really get the message out there. And for other students, maybe they see it and are like, oh, what's North's Fast Break, for future years. And that is our presentation and kind of the idea we came up with. Any questions or anything?
You might have mentioned it when I missed it, RSVP, did you have a plan for that?
Yeah, we mentioned using the eBite,
Okay.
and it all runs through there with the email RSVPs. And it's really easy. I've used it before. You just click through the link and press yes or no. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Here are the things from your presentation that kind of stuck out to me. You had mentioned high school teachers. Could you elaborate on what you were talking about with that?
So what we want to do is kind of reach out to like some of the local high schools, maybe that like more sports focused, see if they have any interest, just to kind of get the idea of NKU, to start that.
So like a recruiting tool?
Similar, yes.
Okay, so that stood out to me. I like that you talked about how many total you would like to invite. Because at the end of the day, yeah, like you have to think through, not everybody's going to come. So what's the optimum number to actually invite so you get it dwindled down to about 150? I like that you would put some emphasis on calling and face-to-face versus just all digital or email. I like the sign-up tables. That was I never would have thought of that one. And then I love the passport. I think that's really smart. I think that could be something we use somehow, some form of that idea, because I like the idea of the students getting as many.
And it'd just be like really easy to keep track
Yeah.
of too. Like,
Yeah.
then you wouldn't have to be like, how many did you talk to?
So we could definitely use it, but I like how you put your energies into that. That was, and your presentation was really good. I mean, in terms of your energy level and presenting your ideas and everything, that's kind of what I was hoping for. The only thing is, some of the ideas that I liked the best, you didn't say as much about. So, elaborating on some of those things. But does anybody else have anything? Okay, thanks.